3 cycles. Let me prove that I'm not still whatever it is you're gonna finish that sentence with.
You're gonna pay 8,000 units in 3 cycles?
That's a...
Wow, okay, that is a lot of money.
It's definitely a lot of money.
I was thinking that maybe...
The fine's non-negotiable. My search party found
Find
a Class
you
2
8,000 for...
biohazard
Oh my...
wandering around your ship.
And for smuggling the lava.
That's all they found, right? Okay, you'll get your money on time, no problem.
Oh lord, we
This Guardians of the Galaxy thing, we are this close to getting
smuggling
it
the
off
lava.
the
We're gonna
ground.
charge 8,000 credits.
And if I didn't have these handcuffs on, I would show you just how very close we are.
Why do I feel like I'll regret this?
Oh, come on, when have I ever... You won't regret it. Promise.
80s music plays. You will.
You've got 3 cycles, Peter. Not 4, not 5, 3. Contact me when you've got the units.
And if we don't?
The device we installed will deactivate your ship,
Oh!
and you will all go to prison.
Gotcha. We won't let you down.
No. 3 cycles to get 8,000 credits. Oh, hi.
Hell, Peter? You said you could get us out of this.
I did. 8,000 units is a small price.
8,000 units?
That is a tremendous sum.
Where are we gonna get that kind of money in 3 cycles?
By robbing a freaking bank, apparently.
Okay. So we got fined. So we have a Nova tracking thing on our ship that's gonna shut down our engines if we don't pay that fine in 3 cycles. At least we're not on a prisoner transport.
Not yet.
Come on, guys. You're Drax the Destroyer, man. You killed Thanos.
Allegedly.
Are you
Allegedly.
gonna let a little fine slow you down? And Gamora, you're practically an MI6 agent, but way hotter and cooler. There's nothing you can't do.
Here it comes.
Oh boy.
Rocky, you're an actual genius and the scrappiest dude I know. How many prisons did you break out of?
7.
You are Groot. Guys, we're supposed to
And
be
you
a
are
team.
Groot.
All we need to do is figure out how broke we are and come up with a plan. So check your quarters. Check between the sofa cushions. Check under the crafting bench. If you find any spare units lying around, grab them. I'll do the same in my quarters.
All right.
This is why you don't sleep with cops, Quill. They put bombs on my ship.
My ship.
That was a good chapter 2.
I am watching you, rodent.
What's that supposed to mean?
God.
It is
This
common
game
knowledge that rodents hoard nuts, stolen technology, units.
Okay, first off, I ain't a hoarder nor a rodent.
I know you have a stash
banter
hidden
between
aboard this
this-
ship.
everybody.
Fetch it now.
There ain't nothing to fetch. Groot blew a stash on Contraxia, and the rest I gave to Quill and Gamora for the DAS quarantine zone access code.
A likely story.
I like this
Why
story.
don't you go bother someone else?
I intend to. Open this door. I know you are in there, sentient tree. Do not think that I do not know what you are up to. Your rodent co-conspirator has clearly stashed his illicit units in there. I am watching you, tree.
I am watching you, tree. God. Best conversations.
What do you want, Quill? If you're looking for units, check your own room. So, you here to talk, or you just want a gear upgrade?
Gear upgrade. First check in though.
You're not still upset, are you?
It'd be a lot better if we didn't have 3 cycles to pay a fine.
Hey, remember that time on Conlar with the Badoon and that really hot Ascavarian girl?
Yeah, her buddies would have spaced your stupid Hume butt if me and Groot hadn't busted in.
I had things under control, mostly.
I just realized
Too bad you're broke,
Star-Lord's
Quill. I should be
clothes
charging
are
you for
all
all the times we
tattered.
saved you.
Name one other time you saved me.
Contraxia,
Hel-
Nowhere,
hello, vodka.
Paramitar, Ceres, Contraxia again,
There is no
Malador.
nut
Okay,
command
okay,
here,
okay,
though,
so
unfortunately.
I owe you. Big.
I should have turned you in for Yondu's bounty. Sure as Scott wouldn't
How you
be
doing,
scrounging
buddy?
for units to pay off your Nova girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend. But admit it, you like being a guardian of the galaxy.
Still on the fence about the brand name, but keeping the Milano as collateral was a pretty smart move.
Never agreed to that.
If you'd rather, I'd turn you in.
Don't worry. I know you put a lot into this team. I'll make it up
Eh?
to you.
What's Emmy?
You better.
What's up? What's up, buddy? Just worked? Oh, how's work?
If you want to make it up to me, find a way to pay this Flarkin fine.
What else do we want to get? Ooh, I'll take this.
Small marvel crafted.
Is there anything else we can craft? No. That was literally our only upgrade.
Now that was some quality crafting, if I might say so myself.
And you can't really. Ooh. Thank you.
Guys, don't forget to close the fridge.
Sure thing, Mom Lord.
Mom.
I ain't got no units, but I can upgrade your stuff if you want.
Mom Lord. Is there any units back here? Nothing. Oh, this is Rocket's room.
Look, Mom. Go
No
ahead.
hands. Alright, one-handed gameplay. Here we go. You wanna know how much these things when they said matching gold costumes, it meant gold color, not actual carton gold. We want potential clients. Here's the deal: if the time is right, we'll give these costumes a test run. They survive without any holes lost. Blah blah blah. Okay. God, I can't hit the B button. Okay.
Why does this thing look so sinister?
Hey, who said you could touch that?
Yeah, what is this?
I don't go into your room and touch your stuff, Quill.
What? You hacked my visor and added a scoreboard to it while I was sleeping.
That was different. I improved it. Also, did anyone tell you that you snore?
My
I
wiener!
thought Drax was bad, but wow. Quill, you should really get that checked. You sound like a Torg.
I don't snore that loud.
Yeah, okay.
So what is this thing anyway? It kind of looks like a metal face hugger.
That is clearly a spinal control unit.
Yes, right, of course, a spinal control thingy.
Final control.
Back
thing.
on Half-World, Kree scientists use these to keep us super soldiers in line. They'd press a big, fun red button and zap! Instant obedience.
Can we put it on you,
Holy
Rocket?
crap. Rocket.
How many super soldiers were there?
How many of you super soldiers were there on Half-World?
When the Kree started, 100, maybe. By the time I escaped, just me and Lila. She was the first one not to die from the control unit.
And Lila is also
What, a raccoon?
or not, a raccoon.
You gotta understand. She was afraid of them, and the control unit made sure we stayed in line. That
What is the
I
willow?
stayed in line.
Oh, that sounds awful. I can't imagine.
So, I did what I do best. I found a way to overload the control unit. When the Blueskins let us out of the cage, kaboom! I blew a hole into the side of the lab. What we didn't know, what I didn't know, was that the lab was protected by sentry bots.
This is
We
dark.
got to the security fence and
Rock's
Lila covered me while I
uncharacteristic
hacked the
to be
modulator
chatty.
frequency, and as soon as it opened,
No,
she
he's
pushed me
Rocket's
through the
pretty
door.
chatty.
I heard her die, Quill.
Groot and
Rocket.
Gamora are less chatty.
Doesn't matter now.
I'd say.
Past is the past, right? And that thing, it's just a reminder.
Kree scientists.
What exactly did the Kree do to you?
They ripped me apart and rebuilt me over and over and over again until I became this half-finished thing they could mold and shape and control.
Oh,
But there is a lot of
fuck, I had
conversation that
no
I'm enjoying
idea.
heavily, though.
I mean, I knew the Kree Empire was desperate, but
Do you know what it's like to lose all control of your body? To be in constant pain, trapped inside yourself, unable to stop the horrible things you're doing? That control unit made sure I did what I was supposed to do. Oh yeah, whether I wanted to or not.
Well, this is a little dark for a
neat,
Monday.
furry little machine of death. Didn't take long to figure out I was better off not fighting it.
okay. Then let's shoot this thing out the airlock. Have a little middle finger salute ceremony to the bastards who built it.
I don't think I'm ready to let go of that part of me yet. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. That's a
Are
little.
you 100% sure you want to keep it? What if it...
Controls me? I decided a long time ago, Quill, that I would never let anyone control me again. As far as I'm concerned, this is just another useful piece of junk and a few bad memories.
I'm sorry you had to go through all that, Rocket. For real.
He just walks off as we're apologizing. Alright. Is there anything else here? I think not. Alright, we'll walk out. Or attempt to. I'm gonna drop this controller. Forward. Turn. Forward. Turn. Forward again. Thank you.
Hey, Bluebird, you copy? I know you think I sold you out, and...
Oh boy.
Gamora, I was just...
Who are you talking to? What's a bluebird?
It, was Yondu's call sign. He was Bluebird and I was the kid.
Let me get this straight. Yondu Udanta, leader of the Ravager space virus, scourge of the Sirius system and all-around scoundrel, used Bluebird as his call sign?
Even had it embroidered on the back of his jacket.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Pretty much from the day we met.
How did you two meet? Terrans and Centaurians aren't exactly neighbors.
We met on Chitauri Prime, about 3 years into my sentence.
Wait, Yondu was a prisoner of war? I thought the Ravagers were neutral.
They were, and they also weren't.
Pirate code?
The Ravagers had a simple code. Steal from everyone. Yondu said it made them neutral.
But they weren't. I specifically remember several Chitauri transports being hit when I was still... you know.
They hit just as many resistance ships, until a Chitauri cruiser uncloaked in front of them during a raid and...
Yondu ended up on Chitauri Prime, with you.
After we broke out, he could have left me on some space station or dropped me off at the nearest Nova Corps base. But he didn't. Instead, he invited me to join the Ravagers.
You were with them a long time. Must have enjoyed it.
I did. Being a Ravager was the first time I felt like I really belonged, if that makes any sense.
There's a lot of lore in this game.
I felt the same way
Like,
when I
we're
joined Richard Ryder
barely
in the
into this game.
Resistance.
There's
Like I was finally in control of who I wanted to be.
a lot of lore.
Yes, exactly. Those first few years, it was like I had joined this really big, really dysfunctional family, which, now that I'm hearing it, would make Yondu my...
Daddy.
Space Dad?
Could have been worse.
Brothers in chains.
Yondu and I were cellmates. First thing he said when they put him in my cell was, "Boy, don't be going and getting attached.
Give me crates.
I'm just here
All
for
right.
the food." And the food was pretty terrible, so
Give me a sec. You know what? I feel like giving more. Where are you? There you are. Gift crates. Let's go for 10. Be generous. There we go. Ooh, chat's not working. Great, we broke chat again. Perfect.
So,
Yeah, that sounds like Yondu.
I had cellmates before, and none of
I
them
gotta work on the
lasted
traits.
long.
Gotta add new stuff
Chitauri
to
have
them.
these gladiatorial
No problem.
games, and
You got used to people
I
dying.
get stuck up.
not sure about that.
Did you hear
but
what we're doing,
I didn't expect
Waffle, for the
anyone to
charity
last
stream for this
long.
month?
I also didn't have my translation implant back
Just
then,
as an
so
idea?
I might as well have been alone. But Yondu, he actually spoke English. Said he'd offered to translate in exchange for extra rations.
So even in that snake-infested hellhole, ever the schemer.
It's something we had in common. I'd been scheming for a way to escape since the day they took
Nope.
me. I just
Alright.
needed someone like
So-
Yondu to make it seem possible.
The idea is for our charity
How
stream.
did you escape?
This at the end of the month
Let's just
is
say it
that
was equal
for
parts
every
simple,
donation,
complicated,
I'm gonna have a
and
variety
kind
of
embarrassing.
different
But
liquids
it
and
ended with
drinks
the
like
two
hot
of us delivering a
sauces,
transport
ranch,
full of stolen
barbecue,
supplies straight
pop,
into the hands
alcohol,
of the resistance.
and we're gonna pour it all
We're
into a
about
King's
to
Cup.
load a units too, I
And
bet.
at the end of the charity stream, I'll chug it.
Anyway, once we did, there was no
Whatever
going
that
back.
concoction
I was
is.
a Ravager. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to be alone for a bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll see you around.
Sounds like a good idea.
Well, well, well. Let's see if we can find some stray
My
units
God.
in here. Really?
$37 units?
We appear to be 7,963 units short. If we intend to keep our ship,
I say chug it. I mean attempt to
I
chug
know.
it.
We clearly
We'll see
need a
how bad
plan.
it gets.
reconsider my initial proposal.
Oh, no, not Fin Fang Foom again.
Yes, we should go after Fin Fang Foom.
Drax, there are easier ways to get paid. Like, what about selling Gamora's crap?
What?
Oh, come on. You've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
Quarantine zone was always a
Holding
half
out on
My
us, Quill.
figurines are not knickknacks.
Huh, team's in trouble. Then you can't be bothered to make no
set course
sacrifice.
for the Mocking
I will
Star system,
sacrifice your head.
and take us to the majestic mountains
yeah,
of
but sure.
Kakarantha.
Guys, I think we should hear out Groot for once.
Let's hear out Groot.
He says we should combine both ideas.
Sell Gamora's trinkets to Fin Fang Foom. It is brilliant.
Yeah, you know, the only problem with your plan is that Lady Hellbender only buys monsters, and you are not a monster. He's not. He's the sweetest, most... I am Groot. No, you don't. This ain't something you can pretend. Oh, yeah? You want monster? I'll show you monster!
Whoa, guys!
Groot, are you really offering to...
No, he is not offering that, okay?
It could work.
Good.
Sell Groot? I guess we could bust him out after.
Absurd. Lady Hellbender seeks the monster within. The small, ugly one is clearly the correct choice. He is cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage. Monster Queen would pay a great sum for such a creature.
Really? How great?
How are you okay with this?
Because I know what I am. And I know what he ain't.
I am Groot.
I vote we sell Groot. I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well, I vote for not Groot.
I also vote for the creepy little beast.
2 votes each. Peter?
I'm gonna vote
Well, I
Groot.
think Groot's more convincing in the traditional monster sense. Groot, buddy, first of all, thank you. And second of all, I want you to know we're gonna bust you out of there right after, okay? I am Groot. All right, let's do this. Let's go sell a monster.
Did we we missed a bunch of stuff because we grabbed the coins.
We're not seriously flying into that.
They say the weather patterns of Seknarf 9 are tied to the temperament of its ruler.
That's not how women work.
Or weather. Anyways, I'm sure it looks worse than it is.
Yep, we missed a bunch of lore. Dramatic music.
There! That's Lady Hellbender's fortress.
Get us in close, Quill. I don't want to walk in this.
Yep, no problem. Flying the wrong way.
Nah, he's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment.
Landed.
Piece of cake.
You can't be serious.
What? This way we can scope things out before we finish the transaction.
We're like 100 clicks from her base.
You know how much I like scoping.
Yeah, totally. Well, that was an accidental objective. We already talked about the spinal thing.
Bet we could have made some money if we'd stopped by Nowhere first.
Next time, I'm flying.
Are you sure the leafy one is ready for this?
Nope.
He'll be fine. No, that sounds better.
I sense
You
there
get all
is more
gloomy right
coming.
now. Sure would be nice if I could.
Because your constant complaining does?
No wonder Rocket's the way he is.
Almost had it.
I hope y'all like walking because this is gonna take a while.
Do you think I'm glad we landed this far from the fortress?
I gotta do this
Cheer
again.
up, rodent. The rain will be refreshing.
I'm gonna check my teeth.
Rain
Gotta
is
check our
sky
teeth,
crap.
chat.
Calm down yourself. You love rain, Larkin plant.
Oh. That looks like the actual, like, the Marvel cinematic Peter Quill. Huh.
I thought you'd be thrilled to finally set foot on Seknarf 9 tracks, but you're awfully composed.
In other circumstances, I would be thrilled. But we will humiliate ourselves by trying to sell sentient lumber to Lady Hellbender.
Don't she like lumber? What about the legend of her mighty battle axe?
She possesses a number of weapons. Not all axes are meant to cut down trees.
The lady won't hurt you either way. I'll make sure of that.
Yeah. Can we change? Is this where we change our costumes? That's a question.
Why don't we ever get missions on nice, warm, dry planets?
Oh, this is music. Only music. Okay.
Ramatar did have a nice forest because it was dry.
Oh my god, they left the fridge open again. Every time we have to close the freaking fridge.
Dry up. That's what I want to do after this mission.
Looks broken. Maybe Rocket can fix it. Groot! Hey, buddy. I was just, checking to see if everything was okay. And it is. Okay.
Can I get
Too bad this translator's busted.
nut?
I was hoping it might have Groot stored on it, or something. That way I could download it
How was
into
your
my
work though, Vodka?
translator. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on stuff without, you know, Rocket always filtering it. Actually, hold that thought. Yo, Rocket!
What?
What?
Can you come here for a sec?
What do you want, Quill? I'm busy.
Think you can see if this translator has Groot's language on it?
It doesn't.
You didn't even check.
Don't need to. Cheap scut like that don't have rare language packages, and even if it did, it's beyond salvageable.
What?
Really? Wait, do you have Groot's language package installed in your translation implant?
Do I look like I'm made of units? Only folks who got that language package are rich people.
So you actually speak Groot then?
You mean Talinisan? And yeah, I speak it, more or less. Me and Groot been bounty hunting together for a decade before you came along, Quill. When you've been working together that long, you develop a common understanding. You say misunderstandings, I say open to interpretation. They didn't go sour. We didn't need those jobs anyway.
So you guys learned to understand each other over time.
And with the help of a spreadsheet of Groot's lexicon, which ain't no easy feat when your entire language sounds like I am in Groot.
So there's hope for us yet.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't always have a translation implant. I mean, I was feeling Spanish before I left Earth, not that Spanish would have prepared me for all of this. Man, those first few years, do you know how hard it was to get by without having any idea what people were saying? Half of the languages out here sound like white noise, weird birds, and messed up theremins. I don't even want to know what Rocket actually sounds like. TV did not prepare me for
I like
the
how we're
realities
actually
of
having a
living in
conversation with
space,
Groot.
let me tell you.
I'm Groot.
Honestly, man, you're lucky you have Rocket. I mean, I know what it's like to be surrounded by people and have no one understand you, how lonely that can be. I'd have been lost. You must have been lost too, before Rocket and us. I probably don't say this enough, but you really are an important part of the team. I can't imagine the Gardeners of the Galaxy without Groot.
Gardeners of the Galaxy.
And who knows? If this thing does
God.
have your language in it and Rocket can download it somehow or hack it or I don't know. It'd be nice to finally talk to you. For real. Glad we had this little chat.
I am Groot.
Awesome. Cool.
Alright.
This could all have been avoided if the rodent had relinquished his hidden cache of units.
How many times do I gotta tell you I ain't got no units?
At least 43. That's how many times I've had to deny being a shapeshifter before Drax moved on to something else.
I still have my doubts. It is not possible for you to slip into combat armor this fast.
I use a lot of lotion.
What? Alright. What is... Okay, we can just look in on the ship.
Hey, I got an idea. How about we find some backwater world and go off-grid for a while? Nova Corps ain't gonna chase us forever.
It worked for me in the past.
Until they disable our ship.
Quill? Backwater worlds are like his natural environment.
It's gonna be like that episode of The
Nice
Simpsons
dirt,
where Homer's
for
on the
fuck's
hunt for the middle name because there's
Hey,
only ever Homer,
I
Jay,
heard
and
that.
the name is Jay. Yeah,
sake. Ugh, you're right. Drax wouldn't hide from the cops.
exactly.
It would be cowardly and dishonorable.
Yep, there we go.
I just like the banter. Like this is just idle banter.
No, we should not go. We got to. It's different.
They say that Seknarf 9 is inhospitable to soft-bodied beings. We shall see how you fare, Peter Quill.
Of course, it had to be raining.
All right, let's go.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
I ever mentioned how much I hate rain?
Hellbender's castle isn't even that far.
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we impregnate it?
Peter!
Let's just get closer. We'll figure it out on the way.
Oh God.
There is nothing to figure out. As beast merchants, we will easily gain access to Lady Hellbender.
Good. We've already got a beast. All that's left is the merchant part.
Good thing I put on my official merchant costume.
There is no such thing. Right?
The fact you ain't sure don't bode so good.
The banter in this game is top notch. Like it's like Dragon Age style.
Ew. Ah. Ouch. Ah. Hey, is my jacket all right?
At least you got a jacket. Some of us are soaking here.
Less whining, more walking.
Hey, Stormlord,
We ain't seriously walking through this. It'll take forever in this storm.
Stop complaining. The hardship will strengthen your spirit.
At least we'll have time to think about our sales pitch.
How are we to convince a beast collector to purchase a tree?
We got this.
Yeah.
Just don't fall and we'll be fine.
Agreed. You must face Lady Hellbender's rage head on.
Almost sounds like you want to get hit by lightning.
I would not expect a Chitauri trader to understand the underlying value.
The underlying value of getting killed?
Of being direct, child of subterfuge.
What is your problem?
Lady Hellbender scoffs upon duplicity and dishonor. Your
Fan the
reputation is why
flames.
she tests us.
Drax! Gamora's on our side. For now, just try to accept it.
What do you mean for now?